Bitcoin waking up on the 4-hour chart, explosive move. What does it all mean? Is this for real? Is this another fake out? Well, we got to look at the charts and decide the facts for yourself. So if you liked the video today, give us a thumbs up. If you want more help navigating these markets, consider subscribing through Patreon to get access to our private Telegram alerts group where we try to keep you up to date on a daily basis with a lot of extra content in there. So check that out and let's get right to it. 4-hour chart, Gaussian channel, flip-flopping back and forth, red, green, red, green. But this time, we have put in with this last candle, right? We have 1 hour until this candle closes. Depending on when you watch, we might have 2 candles. But this is the first candle that just closed from 8 to noon Eastern time. We closed at a higher high for the first time since we've been in the above 70K, right back over here. That was the last time, April 8th, right? Yeah, so that's a good amount of time, over 5 weeks. And now that's pretty substantial, right? Anytime you can find an anomaly in Bitcoin or whatever chart you're looking at, that's a sign that you need to start paying attention, to say the least. So a breakout of range highs. Not only that, but we have our low in, which is potentially our macro low. We have a high set here, which was a higher high than that. We came down, put in a lower low, a higher low, excuse me, a low, a higher high, a higher low, another higher high right there with that candle. So we are now, by definition, in an uptrend. We don't know how long that would last, but for the first time in over 5 weeks, we are now in an uptrend. No longer downtrend. Downtrend is broken by definition and rules. You got to play by the rules. Okay? I don't make them. I just enforce them. All right. So the daily chart, that breakout zone, right? Past week, just been rejected right there. Okay? Right at that swing highs. Get on the right tool here. Let's remove this. Now, we're not out of the woods just yet. You can see May 6th, we rejected right off the median Gaussian channel. Where are we now? Right at the median Gaussian channel. We're still red here, but we're pushing up. We have 5 hours until we close this daily candle. Can we close above the median Gaussian, and will we follow through tomorrow? That would be the most significant move. If we close here, we got to wait till tomorrow. If we close a little bit higher, right, we could turn this candle green and bullish, right? If you start to turn green, you're bullish by definition, certainly on the Gaussian channel. So if that does, in fact, play out, and we start to close up here, then that gives us higher confidence. This is the ultimate kind of swing low, maybe until the bear market comes around, right? We kind of this deviation where we take out all previous swing lows, fake everybody out, get everybody bearish with the boring price action, and then surprise, and then we just keep ripping, right? Possible. However, like we said, it's resistance until proven otherwise. We got to prove it in 5 hours. And then not only that, we got to follow it up tomorrow to really get us out of here. All right? And tomorrow's goal, if we close, great. And where's our next high? Well, it's like 67K. We got to close above this previous high, because on the daily chart, we're still in this downtrend here, right? The 4 hours, new uptrend. Daily chart, we got to take out this high to confirm a daily trend here, because an uptrend, excuse me. So we have a low established, a high, which is not a higher high. So we can omit that, right? But we do have a higher low. Right now we need to put in a higher high on the daily, somewhere above 67K. That's what we're looking at. And then, good luck if you're waiting on lower prices after that. If this plays out. Okay, 3-day chart. Let's zoom out again. Pretty nice, good start to this 3-day candle. We're not even 1 day into the 3-day candle. That's pretty neon green glorific, right? And you're like, where the hell's the Gaussian? It's way the hell down here, right? And all time frames higher than 3-day and higher are all well above the Gaussian channel. So we don't really need that anymore. Let's get it back to traditional candles. So a great close for this 3-day and 2 days, 6 hours, right? We're looking at this high close here, which was 66.4. So you can add that to your alert, right? If you want to set an alert, right? Add alert, right click, add alert, 66400. And then you can even name it, right? Higher high on daily, right? So a reminder, do that. There you go. Now, so when that hits, there you go. Higher high on daily. You can do that. Little tip there. What else do we want to see? Well, we're still a little hesitant here because look at the underside here, right? These previous kind of support swing lows. See that, right? Swing low, support, 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 broken, kind of turned to resistance there, and we're still there. So cautiously optimistic is the word on the street, right? Or at least this street, the 5-day crypto street. The word is cautiously optimistic. That's 2 words. All right. What else do we have to look at? How about volume? We'd like to see some volume up here, right? We don't got shit yet, but we're not even a third of the way through this candle. So let's kind of wait for we close. We'd like to see some kind of breakout above average, right? When you start a new move, you'd like to see this volume. I know it's probably hard to see, but right there, see that how we break out and then it's confirmed by the volume, right? We don't necessarily have to do it as we're going, but if we start to move up higher, we would like to see that, right? To kind of null and void all of this downwards BS. All right, if we do that, alts have a great chance of continuing to do well. But we need Bitcoin dominance to top. We still don't have any signs of that yet, right? Bitcoin dominance is in fact in a massive uptrend. Just completed a throwback retest, bullish test, I might add, and now we are moving back higher, right? If we close this in 2 more days, this is a 3-day chart as well, we would be our highest close on Bitcoin dominance with no signs of stopping, right? Here's the weekly chart, right? Here's our next stop zone, or at least checkpoint, 58%. Right, that's pretty big. Why is it that? It was our previous swing lows over here from 2020. Could very well be 4 years apart. August of 2020, maybe August of 2024 before we hit that again, potentially. In which case, altcoins will tend to ebb and flow and knee-jerk reaction to whatever Bitcoin's doing. Bitcoin's still the safest play because dominance is so high. To the high side or low if we go back down, okay? Altcoins that have been strong against Bitcoin will continue to likely do that. And, you know, which ones are those, right? If you haven't been watching any of my videos, shame on you. But it's these right here. These are the best ones. Fetch, Injective, Render, Solana. Those are like really the top 4 charts, minus like some memes are going batshit against Bitcoin, obviously. But sustainably, it's those 4 against Bitcoin. So those will likely continue to outshine. I would say the first one, the top is Fetch. Second or first, right, flip-flopping is Render. Third would be Solana. And then fourth would be Injective. Injective hasn't done so well as of late, but it did do terrific in late 2023. So let's get back to our list. Hopefully you're finding any of this somewhat helpful. Let me know if you found it helpful in the comments below. I try to read all the comments. Going back to Bitcoin here. Any other suggestions that you want to see, right? We haven't really covered the weekly, right? We want to see what the weekly is. Let me get you back on auto and zoom it in here, right? Volume not important on the weekly so far. We want to keep an eye on that. Let's look at our weekly kind of, right? That was the 3-day support resistance zone. There's pretty much nothing on the weekly. What is important is look at this. So out of the past, 5 weeks, we've tapped and held this purple line. What is that? I'm glad you asked. The 14-week EMA. So tap there back in April. No tap there, right? Another one, and another one, and support. So great sign out of Bitcoin so far. We need to close back above this 8-week EMA. That's not a big ask. It's 64K at Sunday close. That's what we're looking for to really kickstart the bulls back to the upside again. So cautiously optimistic. Still have a better part of the half of the week left. If we go down further, you're eyeballing the 21-week EMA at 57.8, right? Stop looking at price when you're trying to talk case. All right. If that plays out, right, we hold and close above the 8-week EMA. Where's our next high target? I mean, it's all-time high closes over 70K for sure, right? What else are you looking at in there? Nothing, right? How about a fib, a little fib action? Let's get right to that. So here we go there. So if we break all-time highs again, based on this little swing high, swing low move, 1618 is 87K. That's exciting, right? Probably not for the people that sold at 56.5. Someone sold right there. Hopefully it wasn't you. Did you get rid of all your altcoins? That's generally not a great idea halfway through a bull cycle. Getting out of the slower horses, getting into faster horses, which is what you should have been doing over the past several weeks. Did you do it? Did you do anything? If you didn't do anything, it's okay, right? Look at PHB up 21%. You can't see it. There it is. Hello. Pretty great there. Pepe down a little bit. Some altcoins starting to pop off here. Take note of which ones are exploding. Could be a potential sign in the new, when we start in alt season, the ones that are doing well right now will probably be those same coins when that happens. And I still think we're probably many weeks to even several months away from alt season because of Bitcoin dominance, right? We just talked about that. Got to go higher likely first. So we're looking like summertime, probably before alt season, I would guess, right? Another couple months. Don't panic. We'll do more of these videos to keep you up to date. Join our Telegram if you want to really stay up to date, right? A lot of extra content on our private group through Patreon. Other than that, maybe do a Chainlink video. I know I haven't done that one of those in a bit. Live stream tonight. If you're watching this long, I'm sure you're watching that. 6:15 Eastern time. We do live streams weekdays, Monday through Thursday at least. 6:15 to around 7 p.m. Eastern time. About 30, 45 minutes, depending on how many people are there. I'll send out a post on Twitter right before I do it. Also in my Telegram groups, both the public and private one. Put that there. So join there if you haven't already. And I'll see you on that next one. Quote and card of the day. Let's get right to it. Adapt yourself to the life you've been given and truly love the people whom destiny has surrounded you. Marcus Aurelius. Card of the day. 4GT. The best and really only supercar America's ever really done. Right? Until maybe the Tesla Roadster comes out. That'll be a supercar. To end all supercars. There you go. 4GT. This is about as good as picture as you could get with the supercar. Mountain, sunset, background, hyper yellow, hypercar. Hell yeah. 4GT. Zoomed in. That's a hell of a camera. Get that much pixels. All right. We'll end it on that much pixels. And our Chainlink sign still glowing in the background. I got nothing else. I'll see you on the next one.